Today, we're working on hook counters. Now, when it comes to our hooks, the first thing we need to understand is how to defend it before we have the ability to counter. So let's go through some quickly, because there are videos on this, how to defend the hook, all right? Now, when it comes to defense, I always like to talk about defense comes in different ranges. So when it comes to the hook, right, our longest punches are our jabs and our crosses. So the hook's a little bit of a closer range. So usually when it comes to the hook, the safest of all, right, even when it comes to kicking, is going to be evading and pulling. So if that hook comes, if I'm just going to pull out, is going to be my best one. Now, the pull will be first, I'll teach, boom. The second one, I'm going to be a little bit closer, which I'll be here. I'm going to catch using a parry, okay? So my hand just comes outside of my head to block it. So it comes again, I come evade, I'll catch it with my parry. The third one, I'm going to catch it with a high guard. Okay, he throws it, I catch it here with my high guard, and the last one I'm going to roll underneath it, all right? So depending on range will give me different counters, okay? Quickly, let's flow through the defense one more time. Now, when you start the sparring drill out, just get the one partner just constantly throwing different hooks at you, okay? And then as Matt just constantly throws hooks at me, I'll be talking. So first one we have is evading. I can catch wedge, parry, and roll, okay? So we're changing distances each time, okay? And I'm rolling. So first one here, I evade, I parry, I high guard, and then I roll, okay? And then we just naturally start coming here, start flowing with your techniques a little bit more, and then get understanding with your range. And then when you get comfortable, I want you to start mixing and matching, okay? There is no right or wrong way, but just keep constantly finding different ways, different distances, and just play, okay? And just work different defense hand positions. Sometimes I might be high guarded, right? I might stay here in a high guard the whole time, right? And then be able to pull. Sometimes I might be a little bit more evasive with my hands low a little bit. I might be punching in between and just making him pull, see? And just working here, right? So that is more the higher level you're gonna start getting to, okay? So as a beginner, just work the defense slowly. Evading, one, you work 1, 2, slow it down, each one, 3, and then 4. Intermediates now, you can do them in order or start mixing and matching. So I can be here a little bit more, mixing and matching, and just playing with different types. My more advanced followers, I want you popping strikes before. They go to counter, and then I block. I pop strikes, boom, I come back. I pit, I roll, okay? Start bringing more of a technical style in. Okay, so that's part one of the drill. Now, before we get into set counters, I like to bring the touch in, okay? And now this just lets you get the understanding of range before we start, okay? So now back to that continuation of where we left off. So I'm going to teach this as more an intermediate advanced. So as I'm popping here, wait for the counter, I block. Now instead of thinking, okay, I have to block, I just want you to just start touching. Right now, I like to just touch the chest, I can touch the forehead, the body, and I just naturally flow between them, okay? So we're going to start with just the hands, but what I like to do here is I'll bring in the kick as well at this point. Usually I'll go punch to kick to start, okay? So all of a sudden, I'm touching first, the hook comes, I start touching, and I mix my kick. I'll change a different range, I attack first, roll, I go punch to kick combinations, okay? Punch to kick, boom, boom, first block, punch to kick, okay? I can boom, block, punch to maybe knee, exit with the kick, okay? Touching first, block, punch to kick with level changing, be first, boom, touch and counter, be first, boom, pull counter, boom, touch again, touch here, roll under, punch to kick. Now I'm gonna start changing it up a little bit, introduce my left kick a little bit more. Here, boom, bang, yes. Now my more advanced followers, I'll come in, clinch to knee, push off, kick again, okay? So you can start seeing now how I just naturally start building in my punch to kick counters to get that flow, all right? Now, once you've understand that distance and range, we can break down set counters. Now that's the key. Yes, it's nice to get that nice flow, the relaxation, but it's important to have set combos and set counters that you don't have to think, like tying your shoes. As soon as this comes in a fight, bang, bang, boom, they come out quick. Now, if you watch my career, some of my favorites are going to be the cross hook round kick, hook cross hook kick, hook cross switch kicks. I like usually 1 to 3 punch to power kick style counters, okay? So let's talk about the ones that I like to use. Now, when it comes to, again, the original concept of this video is different ranges have different counters, okay? And different types of defense. So the first one is the evade. Now, when I evade, I have to use the spring step. So I evade, I can chop, right? I could evade and chop. I could evade and come back with my right hand. I could even evade and come back with a hard 1-2. So what I like to do is you pick one that works for your style and your team, and then you keep drilling it. So the one I'm gonna do with my team here is I'll evade, cross hook, chop, okay? And then we'll work this 1,000 times, okay? After this one might get easy, we might change it up. Pull, hook, kick, right? I can pull, hook, cross, kick, right? You get the concept, all right? But really working that pull right away to one of those fast counters that really works for your style, okay? So working the evade style, I want to see back step kick or that spring step into the punches right away. Now, when we start working our way in, whether it's a parry or wedge, they're going to be very similar now at this point, okay? The main difference between the parry and the wedge for me, okay, is going to be the body kick. Now, when I want to kick underneath that hook, I like that parry, right? Because I can stay longer. So I can parry and kick underneath, or I can parry and chop the leg at the same time, okay? So I wait for it, I can chop, or I can come here. Now I can use a wedge here, but what happens now is I kick, it's gonna kind of off balance me. That's why I like this parry to have more balance and more structure while I throw that kick, okay? So that's the main difference. But now when this hook comes, you have two options, okay? I can come in and counter with my opposite hand and then come back, or I go same side, so catch, shoot, or I go catch, opposite hand, all right? And because this is kickboxing, we need to start following up with these types of combinations. So when you do your set counters, pick, I would say, one leading with the rear hand, one leading with the lead hand. Let's give you my favorite ones I would do, okay? Now, ideally, the first one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna parry and throw my body kick or my low kick, okay? That's the first one I'm gonna drill for myself personally. Now the second one I prefer too is I like to catch here, but you see my back foot, as I catch this hook here, I'm loaded on this lead side so I can go heavy left hook into my low kicks, all right? So I would say my combination there would either be hook, cross, hook with a level change, or I'm doubling up my left hook. So the hook comes here, I load it up, bang, boom, and I chop. He comes again, block, boom, bang, boom, okay? That's a nice one for you. Now, the other side, when I catch and shoot from the same hand, I might catch here, and then watch this back foot, boom, okay? A beautiful uppercut from that side. So catch, uppercut, hook, low kick. Let's go with that one. So it comes here, block, boom, bang, level change with my chop, boom, bang, boom, and then chop, all right? So that's how we do it. Now, the last one is going to be a little bit more boxing focused, obviously, is the roll. Now, when I roll underneath, I can take an angle step to come back here to kind of punch behind the guard. My favorite one is going to be here, cross, hook, cross, right, penetrating the guard is going to be my ultimate one, okay? So there's, to me, no other option if I take that one. I could hook the body as I come here and then drive these punches through here, all right? So again, the option is I can roll on an angle, I can stay stationary and still do it, okay? So I can, or lastly, I can punch as I move onto that angle to generate that power, all right? So much to learn when it comes to hook defense and countering and the types of combination, but I really hope you understand the main concept is to block hooks, you have to have different types of defense and have different types of counters built in, okay? An advanced fighter isn't only gonna block a hook one way and counter one way. There's options, okay? So break it down the way we did it here today, and you're gonna see how much better your counters become, okay? Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. We'll see you next time here at bazookatraining.com. Boom. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, one, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's gonna give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're gonna be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.